this video, I'm going to show you guys how to apply for a visitor visa to Canada. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. And also remember to wait till the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to check the processing time for each country and the visa exempt countries to Canada. Without wasting time, let's quickly jump in. So the first thing you need to do is to type in cic.gc.ca or canada.ca. Once you do that, you click on English or French, depending on what works for you. Go to menu, immigration and citizenship. Then under that, you go to visit. Once you do that, you scroll down under services and information, you will see the link apply for a visitor visa. You click on that. Then this is like the processing fee. But what we need to do is what? Apply. You can read more about this if you're interested, but let's hit the apply button. And then go all the way down. Why are you coming to Canada? None of this applies to us. So we're going to go down and click on none of the above. How do you want to apply? There are two options, either online or on paper. So we're going to choose the online format and click on get instructions. Once we do that, then underneath, you're going to see the option to apply for a visitor visa. Once you do that, you're going to see two options. Option one, you can apply with a GC key, or you can apply using a signing partner, which is your bank. If you do not have a GC key, you can click on here and register. Once you're done registering and then go through the whole prompt, then it's going to take you to the login and it's going to be like this. After the whole process, your screen is going to look exactly like this. On top, you're going to see view the applications you've submitted. If you have submitted already, you're going to see it underneath here. Then on here, it says continue an application you haven't submitted. So if you're already working on an application, it's going to show down here. But because we do not have any application ongoing, we're going to do what? Start an application. So apply to come to Canada. Once you do that, go down and determine your eligibility. Before we click on this, I would really recommend for you guys to give accurate information right here, because the information you give right here is going to determine the type of documents you're going to be submitting. So let's dive in. Visitor visa, study and work permit. So we click on that. What would you like to do in Canada? We would say visit. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Would say temporarily more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport. So I'm going to use Nigeria. And then what is your current country of residence? If you're presently in Canada, you should select that. So because I'm applying from outside of Canada, I'm also going to use Nigeria. So I'm using Nigeria for an example. And then, do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is under 18 years or older? No. What is your date of birth? So for this one, I'm just going to use 1990. And then I'm just making up these numbers, but you're going to use your accurate date and then continue. Have you lived in Canada as a permanent resident or landed immigrant? No. Next. Okay, why is it taking time? Okay, good. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid US citizen and immigration services? No. Continue. Next. What is your marital status? I'm going to say, depending on what works for you, single, married. What is your province of destination? If visiting multiple provinces, select the one in which you'll be spending most of your time. So let's say I'm someone applying outside of Canada and I want to spend more time in Ontario, so I'm going to choose Ontario. Next. So here is telling me, based on the information you provided, the result below indicates whether you may be eligible to come to Canada. So it says visitor visa over 6 months. You are eligible to apply for a visitor visa to travel to Canada. Now we continue. Continue. So what is the main purpose of your visit? So now here you do have the option. So with this format, you can apply to visit your family. You can apply for to conduct business, tourism. So for this one, I'm just going to choose to visit family or friends. I'm going to switch it to tourism because I did say initially that I don't have any family members. So that's why I said it's important to be very, very accurate with fixing with the information you put in here. So next, find out if you're eligible to. Do you have a job in the country where you currently live? So I'm going to say yes. Do you own a business in the country where you currently live? I would say no. All these questions, when we're filling out the actual form, you're gonna see the options where you're gonna put these informations if it's needed. Do you depend on someone for financial support? No. Have you traveled to other countries in the province? To other countries in the previous 10 years? I'll say yes. Next. Are you accompanying a family member that has studies in Canada or has recently? I would say no. Next. Have you ever committed or been arrested for being charged or in a criminal offense in any country? No. Next. Have you had any medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? If you have, you choose yes. If you haven't, you choose no, because at some point you're still going to do that if it's needed. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? I would say no. If you're doing that, you say yes. Are you giving someone access to your application? No. If you're using a representative, you're going to choose yes. So in the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprint or photo biometrics for an application to come to Canada? If you have, you choose yes. If you haven't, you choose no. Next. There are fees associated with this application. Will you be paying your fees, or are you? I will say, I will be paying my application fees. Next. Are you able to make a digital copy of your documents with a scanner or camera? I would say yes. Next. Will you be paying your application fee online? So you're going to use a credit card. These are the options. I would say yes. Next. And then here you have the option to review your answers and change things around if you want to. After that, you click on continue. Then it's going to tell you the things you need to do, which is use your account, save your application, upload your documents. These are the steps before you apply. These are the steps before you apply. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix something here. So continue. Now, so on here, this is your document checklist. So the one I'm going to guide you guys on how to fill out is this particular form right here. So based on the questions, answers I provided, it's asking me to provide a travel history because I said I've traveled to a different country. I'm going to provide my passport, proof of means of financial support because I did say that I have a job, digital photo, the reason why I'm traveling, and then my family information, right? So these are all the informations you're going to be providing, but then underneath these are optional, right? So, but the main one, this is the main document. So to open this document, the next thing you're going to do is you click on it, and then you're going to save it here to your computer, and then we start filling it out. So this is exactly what the application form looks like. Application for visitor visa, temporary resident visa. So for number one, UCI, because let's say you're a first-time person applying, automatically you do not have any UCI number, so you're going to leave this blank. So here, number two, you have the option to choose English or French depending on where you're coming from. Then the visa requested, so you have visitor visa and you have transit. Don't worry about the transit visa. The transit visa is just for people traveling through Canada for less than 48 hours and on their way to a different country, right? So that's this option, but this is the option we're going for, visitor visa. So on the personal details, you have the option to put your full name, last name, and your full name. So if you've used any other name, you click yes and you put the information right here. If you haven't used any other name, you just choose no. So here you choose your sex, your date of birth, and your place of birth, and then your country of territory. Then you put your country where you're a citizen of, because using the example of Nigeria, so I'm a citizen of Nigeria, right? So current country or territory of residence. So because I'm applying from outside of Canada, my country of territory is Nigeria, and then I'm a citizen. And then previous country, like I said to you guys, when we were filling out the eligibility as in questions, I did say that I've been outside of the country. So this is the option I chose. But if you haven't been, that's why you have to choose no when you're answering the eligibility questions. So, and you wouldn't feel anything here. But if you have, this is where you put the country that you've been to, the options. Here you can choose the options, the reason why you went there, and then the year you went there, and from when till the time you got back. So for this one, it says country or territory when applying, is it the same country or territory of residence? If it's yes, then you choose that. If it's no, you click on that, then you're going to choose or fill out this information here. Your current marital status goes here. If you are married or in a common law relationship, then this is where you are going to put the date, and then you provide the information below. So moving down on the personal details. So have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? I put in here no, that's why this is blocked off. If you put yes, then this opens up and you have the option to put the name, the date of birth, and the type of relationship. The languages, you have the option to choose the languages here. If you speak both languages, you choose. If not, you can go with English, French, or nothing, and then you provide what it is. Under your passport, so this is going to be the passport number for your passport from your country. So here I just made something up, and then Nigeria and the day it was issued and the expiring date. So under national identity document, if you do have one from your country, you can go with yes and fill out that information here. If no, then you put no. US PR card, if it's a yes for you, you choose that and provide the information below like this. If no, you click no. Contact information, this is going to be your contact information where you are currently living, right? So you have the option to put your apartment number, street name, the city, the country, the postal code. Then it says residential address, is it the same as your mailing address? If it's a no, you click no and then provide more information below. But if it's a yes, then this closes. Then number 3 here under personal or under contact information, you're going to put your phone number and then your email. This is just alternate telephone number. If you do have a fax number, you can add that. So here, remember, I did change it to tourism, but because I filled this out to like make it faster, if you're filling out and you are coming in here to visit a family, this is where you're going to put that information, because you have the option to choose. That was what I chose before, tourism. So you have business, tourism, short-term studies, returning worker, super visa for parents or grandparents, family visit, and which was what I chose. And then you're going to indicate how long you intend to stay. This is just to fill out the information though, right? Because it says more than 6 months from the time of application. Then funds available for your stay in Canada. You should be able to like come up with a good amount of money that should fit. Let's say if you're going with a number here, like I put in 2021 0805, 2022 0805. So it's looking like a year. So I just felt like I put 10,000, which realistically might be too low depending on where, if you're staying with a brother or not. But if you're not, then this could work. Sorry, if you're staying with a family, this could work. But if you're going to be staying by yourself, you could need more than that, right? So the name of the person or your relative that you're going to be staying with, your relationship with the person, the address in Canada. If you have 2 people, that second option goes here. So this is where you're going to put your education history from the time you studied till you put your field of study, the school you attended. Pretty much this is self-explanatory. And then your employment history. If you notice what I did here, it said, I answered this question when I studied, but in here it says, give details of your employment for the past 10 years. So I kind of made it to like work with, after I studied, I got a job a few months after, I think like 2 months. And I've been working on the same job till 2021, even when I will be coming to Canada, right? So this is just like an example for you guys to use to fill out your employment history. And pretty much that is like the basic for it. So on here, you now have the option to complete this other area. So you're gonna say no, have you or your family member had? So pretty much it's like quick questions you can answer, no, yes. If it applies for you, have you ever remained beyond the validity? I would say no, I missed that one. Have you ever committed or been arrested? I would say no. Did you serve in any? So at the end of the day, you are going to go through this, and at the end, because this is going to be an online application, we are going to leave this as it is and then put the date that you filled out that information. The good thing about the online application is if you try to validate, if it's wrong, it's going to give you issues. Let me just take a look and see if there is anything. Okay, it's telling me that there is an issue. So previous countries during the past years, have you lived in any country? Oh yes, so I'll say yes. So that's the beauty of trying to validate. Then it helps you figure things out. Okay, so now it's telling me, okay, the date, I'm going to use the current one, which is 27. Let's see. Okay, it's done. So as you can see, this is validated. So once you've validated that, you upload it here and then gather all this other information and upload each and every one of them. Towards this area, you're going to click on next, pay your fee, and submit your application. So on here, it's how to check the visa exempt, as in travelers. These are the countries that do not require a visa to coming into Canada. And then if you scroll the way down, you're going to see the countries that do need a visa to come into Canada. And to check the processing time of your application, all you have to do is, I'll leave this link in the description area as well. So on here it says select an application type. You just click on it. Temporary, residence, visiting, studying, or working. We'll click on that. Which temporary resident application, you click on that. It's going to say from outside Canada. Where are you applying from? I'll just choose the country that I used the first time and then get processing time. So it's telling me that visitor visa from outside Canada for Nigeria is going to take 333 days. Like I said, this is how to apply for a visitor visa in Canada. Thanks for watching.